everyone, it's me Celine from Vintage Gaudi. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel and welcome to another flea market video on my YouTube channel. It is the 18th of January, Sunday 18th of January, and today is happening one smaller flea market, an indoor flea market, which I kind of want to go and check it out. This flea market happens once a month, and since it is still not flea market season, actually I take every opportunity to go to those flea markets. So I'm quite excited to see if there's something nice for me or not. I kind of have a suspicion that today, or especially during the not flea market season, which is basically like winter to spring, so like November till March is not flea market season here in Switzerland. There are some flea markets which are all year round, but not the huge amount of flea markets. So I have a kind of little bit of suspicious that it might not be that great because not so many people will be there selling actually, but who knows? I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong actually. So I kind of am super exciting, still exciting to go and see if they have something nice or not. So now enough, I talked a lot, so let's go to the flea market. Let's see if they have something nice for me. Let's go.
Nein, 8 Franken muss ich haben.
Das glaube ich letztes Jahr schon gesehen, oder?
Nein,
die Barbies.
Nein, ich nehme es das erste Mal nicht.
Ja, aber letztes Jahr haben wir uns gesehen, glaube ich. Ja, genau.
Als Kärtchen.
There's a Barbie modular house. Definitely 80s, 90s. 90s probably. But, oh, what's this? Here's the Barbies. Or maybe these are the pieces that belongs to it. What do we have here? Is this a nice scene? Yeah. Oh, wait, you can't see anything. So the can. Oh. Kind of cool, but it's a mix.
Ja. Ja. Wenn die mal wirklich sind im Internet vorhanden stellen. Interessant. Ja, also, was würden Sie denn kaufen hier?
Ja, ich weiß es nicht, aber da gibt es Spezialisten, die das kaufen. Ja,
ja, das ist schon so. So einfach auch, wer dann eine Ahnung kennt, das ist mehr noch.
Ja, ich weiß es nicht, wie die aktuell sind im Preis. Ich weiß es nicht. Es gibt verschiedene und die sind dann...
So everything in here is 1 Swiss franc, and this caught my eye. It's like a bandana. Oh, we got a Game Boy for Nintendo. Fake apples. Oh, it's kind of cool. But I'm really interested in this one here. This unicorn here. Okay, so, oh, this one sounds interesting. Cool, so, who knows? But for 1 Swiss franc, I'm probably picking up this one here. Like turtles, pins. I'm sorry, it's a little bit shaky because I have my hands full actually. So this looks cool. It's a McDonald's house. There is something McDonald's. Let's see what else, because this ones didn't had it set up before. So yeah, a ton of cars, which I'm not really so interested in. But you never know. Underneath the cars there could be actually like Polly Pocket cars, for example, or so. That is interesting. And I also bought some of the pins and vintage, I would say 80s or 90s Reebok trainers, so like trainerhosen, trousers and a jacket, a matching jacket to it. So yeah, really cool. I'm doing now my final round, I guess, and see what's left, because it's a little bit unpractical holding everything here in my hands, and my car is a little bit far away, so it's difficult. But maybe I find more stuff, so you never know. So I'm back in my car again, ready to go back home. I made several rounds and I have to say this was incredible actually. So in terms of Barbies, this was that one seller which I also bought some of the not Barbies, but some of the stuff. And I know her actually from last year because last year I have bought from her table neighbor Barbies, who brought Barbies, and so we three kind of talked to each other about Barbies and dolls, and she said, oh, I do have some Barbies in the attic too, I should bring them next time. I was like, yeah, of course, bring them next time. And then the other flea markets I have never seen her, so a year later, technically it's pretty much a year later, I see her again at this flea market and she brought the Barbies. So she kept in mind that a year ago was like a crazy lady interested in Barbies, and she brought some of them. But she also mentioned she wasn't sure if she should bring some because she has, as I mentioned, in the attic, so up there it's really cold and she's an elderly woman, she cannot go up there quite well, and so but however she made it up to the attic and took out some of the Barbies that you just could grab and brought them. And yeah, there was also a nice play set there as well. And she said, well, next week I'm also here in this spot, so I will kind of go up into the attic again and grab some more Barbies if you want. I was like, yeah, oh, of course. So, yes, I'm quite excited for next week and looking forward what she will bring then. Price-wise, so I was asking for the whole bundle with all the dolls, the fashions and the play sets, etc. and what was in there in this suitcase. And she wanted first 200 Swiss francs, which I'm like, no. And then she went down on 120, and I mean, the most of the dolls I already have. I was just actually interested in the fashions, but then she didn't want to separate the fashions, which I kind of understand. But she was willing to give me some of the accessories and the playset separately, and that's what I got. So you can be quite exciting for the haul as well. Plus, I find a lot of other stuff, not technically all toy related, but nice stuff, which I was not expecting actually. That is great. So yeah, let's drive back home, let's film the haul, and let's be exciting for next week's flea market here. And now, welcome to the haul part of this video of this amazing flea market. I was really not expecting to find anything actually, because yeah, it is not flea market season, but I got luck. I found so much incredible stuff, which is amazing. I would say we're starting from top to bottom, starting first with the pins. The pins are eventually shortly on the video, but not all of them, because that seller had like one folder full of pins, in which also were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or I believe it was something like that, or the Turtles as pins, a vintage one, or at least they looked really vintage to me. But I didn't pick them up. So she had this folder, and then she had a translucent box full with pins, and underneath there was a cardboard box also full with pins. So at the point I placed the camera aside to focusing actually on the pins itself and to check which ones I want to have. So I choose these pins here, and in total I paid for all of them 5 Swiss francs, which I think is a really good price. So one that immediately caught my eye is actually this one here. This is a Diddle pin, so adorable, in like Diddle in this strawberry costume, really cute. So definitely something from the 2000s, even though Diddle does have now a revival. Actually, especially in France, Diddle is like again kind of getting its revival and new releases, but this one is definitely not from that. New releases, this one is vintage 2000s Diddle, tiny piece, so it is actually super tiny, so really, yeah, miniature pin, but I think it looks so cool, so I'm happy for it that I got it. Then I do have here another pin which caught my eye, and this is Idefix, like from Asterix and Obelix, the dog. And also I believe this is a vintage one, looks so adorable. Absolutely great. So actually, I didn't want to start to collecting like pins, but whenever I see like some vintage pins, I kind of have to have them actually, because I do have a denim jacket in which I might put all the pins in there. So yeah. Then I got this one here from Roadrunner. How is it called? So Coyote and Roadrunner. So this is basically Roadrunner. A super cool cartoon. It was also kind of on TV when I was a child, but my father definitely remembers it from his childhood. So this cartoon from Roadrunner and the Coyote must have been around like from the 60s, 70s already, or maybe 80s, but definitely the old cartoons came back in TV when I was a kid, so I definitely remember it. And here we got Roadrunner, which is cool. Unfortunately, I didn't find the Coyote in there, but honestly, there have been so many pins, I rarely could go through all single of them, so I just, yeah, kind of gambling around, picking the ones that just came into my fingers and I liked, so yeah. Maybe Coyote is still there. Then I picked up this one here, which actually I don't know which character or where this is from, but this is sort of like a little duckling in a firefighter outfit. Really gorgeous. Then who do we have here? Oh yes, a classic one, Nesquik. I already have picked up last year some Nesquik pins, but I'm not sure. I don't think I have this one here actually. So that is also really great. So Nesquik is like the cacao powder mix that you can put into your fresh milk, and then you can do like a cacao. So yeah, Nesquik. Still around today. So yeah, survived. Then, oh, I have some of these ones here from Super Mario, where there must be, is there one more? Yeah. I have found these 3 pins, Super Mario, and I think they're iconic. I'm pretty sure literally everyone knows Super Mario. So yeah, I got here Super Mario on a skateboard. I have here Super Mario what is he doing here with a mushroom and something like that? And we got here Super Mario Plumbing. So we got his friend. I actually don't know how his friend was called. I should know it, so I definitely have heard it, but right now I cannot remember it. So, but here it says, which is kind of funny, Plumbing Super Mario Bros. So they're the plumbing company, and here we got the 2 other Super Marios, which is iconic. I mean, that Game Boy game, iconic. Then I picked up these ones here, which is Charlie Brown, and I believe these ones are Snoopy, baby Snoopies actually. So I think they belong together in one set probably. So kind of exciting for them as well. Really nice. Then I have picked up these ones here as a set. So this is like a cow, and they looked so like something 80s, 90s to me. So I had to pick it up. And Switzerland, like the cow, yeah, some of the cow countries actually, so matches perfectly. So this cow here says Schreib mir. Unfortunately, here is in the H is missing the blue color, so that came off at a point. Don't know where it is, but yeah, we got that Schreib mir, so write me, and we got this one here which says sitting cow or something like that. Sitting cow. Yeah, I believe they kind of belong together. And then the last one here, which I believe is something 90s, which says fascination. So instead of fascination, it says fascination. Fun fact, it is not one on skis, it is one on snowboard. So I kind of thought that was kind of interesting, this kind of playing around with words, but also kind of misleading from the word to what it actually shows. So yeah, I got these pins all for 5 Swiss francs. Then in a box which said 1 Swiss franc per item was this one here, which is sort of a bandana, I would say shawl eventually, or fabric. I didn't unfold it, so eventually it could also be like a skirt or so, but most likely it looks like to be a shawl. So, and it is a 100% cotton piece. Where is the focus here? So I might kind of upcycle this for a sewing project or so, because it's my favorite color, pink. Love the bandana. Yeah, kind of special things, what they're called actually. Oh my god, paisleys. So yeah, that is also really great. Then I have picked up actually this piece here. This is a Reebok ensemble, a vintage Reebok ensemble. I'm not sure from what year. I would say eventually goes in the direction to 80s so far. So I think that is really cool. Vintage one. And it was only 8 Swiss francs. The jacket plus the matching trousers. Unfortunately, the trousers do not fit me. They, around my hips, but the jacket does fit me, so that is really cool. Also, kind of a thing here, this one is not 100% cotton, so I usually want to have natural fibers, but this one here is a mix of cotton and polyester, but the inlay is, I believe, cotton. So at least this part here must be cotton. This one here is clearly polyester. But the main pieces inside of the jacket is cotton fabric, which I really like, and I'm happy for it. And this jacket looks so cool. I mean, we got like this peach color. We have this petroleum blue combined with white, more beige and gray and purple and like everything. So this is really a cool item. We'll clean it and we'll probably wear for some occasions actually, and not sure what I will do with the trousers, but yeah, I got this vintage Reebok ensemble for 8 Swiss francs. So great. Then I picked up this Ariel bedding, which is not on the footage because actually it was super hidden. There'd been a seller who had like children's fashions, and I was like looking through the fashions if there's like something nice vintage or so that I can kind of upcycle. And on the like on the ground or on the bottom. No, wait, what do I want to say? So underneath all the fashions was this bedding hidden. So from just walking by, I wouldn't have noticed it. So I saw it, and this is an Ariel bedding, also great to be 100% cotton. On one side we got the big Ariel image, and on the other side we got the tiny ones, like for example here you can see Flounder, Ariel. This is from the other side, from the bedding. And I always love beddings to do upcyclings, like for example I lately did a jumpsuit, or I do jackets or something like that. So really cool. And I'm not sure, but I don't think this is actually vintage. I believe this must be maybe 2010ish or something like that time period. Then I picked up some brushes with together this Barbie playset. So there was that seller who had some Barbies there in cans, so actually dolls, fashions, and something of this like tiny pieces there. I know her, the seller from last year. I have shortly mentioned it in the video that this was the seller who last year was talking with her table neighbor, because I have bought Barbies from her table neighbor actually, and she was like, oh, I do also have some Barbies, etc. and so on. I should bring them next time. Plus I also gave her my card back then, and she wasn't then at any other of that flea market, so I don't know if she didn't came or whatever happens. But now, quite exactly a year later, she was at this flea market and she brought Barbies, and which was mostly also so exciting about this. She mentioned she originally didn't wanted to bring the Barbies because she was thinking, there's no one interested in them and so on, and maybe this woman, me, actually will not come or whatever. But somehow she made it. She brought some dolls. Unfortunately, her prices for the dolls and the fashions were quite high. So for the whole lot, including the playset with these accessories plus the dolls and the fashions, she wanted 200, and then later on went down on 120. And I was like, nah, because the most of the dolls I already have. So I would have been interested in single pieces actually, but she wasn't willing to split it apart unless the playset and these tiny pieces here she was willing to give to me. I paid for everything 20 Swiss francs, which is kind of crazy because she's asking for the dolls so much, but for these ones here, which are kind of a little bit more the highlights to me, she didn't ask so much, and that's great. So that is perfect for me actually. So I would say let's show you what I do have, and starting with the most iconic one, I got here a 90s Barbies brush, the typical sort of seashell style of the brush in neon yellow, yeah, clearly not neon orange, which could eventually be from like Barbie Cut and Style, probably can go in that direction, or the Barbie and the Beats and so on. So there have been many dolls and fashion packs who have these neon brushes. Then one thing, this one here, one brush that I picked up is this one here. And now looking back, I should have picked up some of the plushies, because in that lot with the Barbie dolls, she had also the dog from, I believe it was the Ski Fun dog actually, plus another dog which I didn't recognize actually. I was like, what is this dog? Weird. Not interested in that actually. Now, this is the brush to that other dog. This brush belongs actually to the 1989 Sweetie Pups baby toy poodle. So this is a toy line from Hasbro. I got the brush, the dog I left at the seller. Maybe she brings it next time, then I can put them together actually. But yeah, this is not from My Little Pony, this is not Lady Lovelock, this belongs to the Sweetie Pups, specifically to baby toy poodle from Hasbro. So yeah, I got that. Not sure what the camera filmed, so I picked up this brush as well, which is also toy related or dog related, what I want to say. And this was a kind of shocker to me actually, because this one belongs to the G1 My Little Pony line, and it belongs specifically to the little leaders, flocked animals from the My Little Pony line, and this is the blue brush that belongs to it. So I remember it a little bit from Lau Sky Painter's Advent Calendar video series. I believe in one of it was actually one of these little litters, and this one here is like from a dog line, so it came also with a dog, flocked dog, and two little tiny one dogs, and this brush actually from the My Little Pony line. So that is interesting. So sort of friends of My Little Ponies, but little litters. So yeah, actually no knowledge about it. So if you want to know more about it, you should go and check out Lau's video, I guess. But it belongs to the My Little Pony line, but not to the ponies itself, instead to the little litters, the dogs. So that is really cool. It doesn't say anywhere Hasbro on it, so kind of was, yeah, interesting to identify, so it was a shocker. Then some that I definitely remembered or could identify on the spot as G1 My Little Pony brushes are these two here. Actually, they are a little bit difficult to put a name to which ponies they belong, but they are from the G1 My Little Pony line. For example, this blue flower brush could belong to many ponies. So depending on what color scheme it has, it could go in different directions from the ponies. So it makes it a little bit difficult. So on the My Little Wiki, there are listings of these brushes, but of course they are not listing of all the brushes. So if you have a color scheme in between, it will be a little bit difficult. Plus also, I mean, photos on a screen doesn't always have to be like accurate in real life photos. So yeah, I actually cannot tell you where this belongs, this brush specifically, to which pony, but it belongs to G1 My Little Pony line. Same as this butterfly comb here as well. Not comb, but brush, sorry. I always mix that. So brushes, this butterfly pony brush belongs actually to Unknown Pony. So the color scheme of the My Little Wiki, which I thought this brush is the most accurate to the photos, was actually like a question mark. So they don't know either where this brush belongs to, so actually could be to a lot and none. So I don't know actually where they are really from, but I mean, I'm happy to have found some G1 My Little Pony brushes. So that means actually this seller who has this Barbie lot does also have some My Little Ponies, so I hope she brings the ponies too next time. That would be great. Then I bought a comb. This comb is actually from the Lady Lovely Locks line and belongs to one of the curly kittens. I cannot tell you which one exactly because I couldn't really see on the pictures online, but this comb definitely belongs to the Lady Lovely Locks line and most likely to the curly kittens. And also it has somewhere the year. Where does it say? I found it here, yeah. 1988. TCFC, which means those characters from Cleveland, which was actually when or the company who released Lady Lovely Locks, and here it says Hong Kong. So that is absolutely great. We got here the number 4 comb. Not sure exactly where that should be or what it was meant, but like a serial number or so. Anyways, I got something from Lady Lovely Lock as well. So far we have Barbies, G1 My Little Ponies, a new toy line, like for example the Sweetie Pups, and something from the Little Litters and Lady Lovely Locks. But we are not done yet. I have also picked up this one here, which is a Glow Friend from the year 1980. Well, let me just check my notes. Didn't I wrote it down? I should have actually. So Glow Friends. Oh yeah, 1986 Play School Glow Friends, and this is the Glow Butterfly. So stunning, absolutely gorgeous, really amazing. Glow in the dark. Warm, I would say. I don't have any of these glow worms actually, or glow friends, so this is technically my very first one. And here on the bottom you can see somewhere, maybe the camera, I'm not sure if it's focusing correctly, but here 1986 Play School ink made in China is what it says on the bottom of it. And I believe this is definitely an original, authentic 80s Glow Friend, glow in the dark butterfly. So cool, and I'm wondering if it still glows in the dark, so I need to check it out later on. And then I bought this one here, which is, I think, something knockoff or so. Oh my god, sorry, I'm talking for the past 5 minutes and my microphone went off, so today's not the technical day. Anyways, I bought this one here, which I think is a knockoff dinosaur or so. It doesn't have any markings, and looking online it didn't show anything from it, so absolutely no idea where it belongs. But from the material they used, I believe this goes also in direction of like glow in the dark features or something like that. So need to clean it up. In case if you know where this is from, help me out with that. Write me down in the comment section down below. I would really appreciate it. Then I have picked up this ring, which I have no clue where this belongs. I know that in the Barbie line there were Barbies released with many of these kind of kids rings. Actually, it is a golden ring with like a gemstone on it, who should imitate like a real diamond. So do you have an idea where this ring comes from? I was first thinking the Pearl Beach Barbie had also rings, but obviously that ring would look different and would come with a pearl. So I don't know where it is from, but I think it's really cool and I picked it up. So in case if you have an idea, help me out with that. I really appreciate it. Now, I would say to something really highlight actually from the same seller as the brushes that I showed you. I picked up this one here, and this is a Sports Club playset working out set from the year 1990. It is still using like the 80s Barbie logo with like this super cool swing to it, so this curl, and I had to pick it up. So for the whole set with this playset, the brushes, the glow frames, etc., I paid 20 Swiss francs, which is great. I probably have mentioned that already. So we got here Barbie workout set, gymnast, sports club, centro aerobica, fitness set, and gymnasium. Many different languages. So in Europe, this line was actually called a sports club line, but over the seas and eventually in some other countries was called All Stars. So yeah. And in the front you can see Barbie, like All Star Barbie or Sports Club Barbie, Christy, and I would say Mitch. And this is like a working out set. So we got here the bicycle to do the workout, we have the trampoline, we have a bar with like super healthy stuff, we have what I guess is like a stepper or like the one you walk on it. Is it called treadmill or so? Probably. And actually it should have some real gimmicks. So bounce on her trampoline, so the trampoline should bounce and you can bounce like the doll on it. And here we got also this treadmill or what it is, stepper, and it really works. So Barbie's like doing these steps actually. So Barbie works out and in different languages. Really cool. The set itself is actually complete. I believe so. She mentioned it is complete, and the most parts are there, so that is cool. We got here like the bar where this part here comes on top, and then we have somewhere here are the fruits and everything that belongs to it, the healthy food. We have the stepper, which is stuck here. So we got the stepper that actually you can put Barbie in there and she's doing like the steps. Then we have the trampoline with like, what is it, the Walkman and some other utensils to do the workout, and it really bounces actually, it really bounces, that is cool. Then we have the bicycle where you can put the doll in there and then, yeah, she's doing like cardio or whatever you're doing on that. And we got some other stuff, yeah. But I would say this set is pretty much complete, which I'm so happy for. And I had to have it, even though I'm not really a person who collects like play sets at all, because they're taking up so much space. But this Barbie Sports Club playset is so gorgeous and I had to have it. So also for that good price, I had to have it in my collection. Yeah, that's actually it about my finds that I have made. I bought the Barbie Sports Club. Write me down in the comment section down below what is your favorite. Barbie Sports Club. Then we got these two glow in the dark pieces. We have many brushes from different toy lines like Barbie, My Little Ponies, the Sweetie Pups, or this one here, the Little Litters. We got a random ring, a lot of pins. Then I have Barbie bedding, Barbie Ariel bedding, and I have the Reebok fashion, actually. Write me down in the comment section down below which one is your favorite, or if you have multiple favorites, let me know about it. I really hope you like this video. Please go and check out more videos on my YouTube channel. Click the subscribe button, and we'll see us in the next video with Vintage Gaudi. Bye!